Welcome to the spooky side of YouTube, my friends. I must warn you, what you're about to watch may trigger some of you, may cause trauma. It is very disturbing, very spooky, very scary. So you have been warned. Just kidding, guys. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for that cringy ass intro. I had to. Anyways, so as you can see by the title, I'm doing another paranormal story time today, except this time, I don't know, I didn't want to just sit and tell a story again. Maybe, I know it's interesting topics, but like sometimes people might find it boring. Also, if you see any mess in the background, please excuse my apartment. Sorry. But yeah, so as you can see, I have this cute, tiny little pumpkin. I got it from Big Y. I didn't go pumpkin picking yet this year. I don't think I will this year either. But I did have to get some pumpkins from Big Y. So there's that. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to be carving this little pumpkin. And while I tell you guys a story, I honestly have no idea what I'm going to make yet. I might just do a face, and I also picked a baby one because then it wouldn't take me as long. So yeah, I'm just gonna start carving and I'll just get into the story. So honestly, I just have a little paper towel down here. I don't really care if pumpkin seeds and pumpkin guts gets on my table that much. I really don't care. Also, I'm using a kitchen knife because I don't have pumpkin carving tools, but it's gonna do what it needs to do anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I have a paper plate here to put the seeds on, and I have my drink because I love Coca-Cola. Alright guys, so I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do next. Like I said in the last video, I don't really know exactly how to tell these, like what order, because I kind of like don't remember what happened what, depending on like how old I was anyway. So today I decided that I was going to tell you guys the most physical experience that I've had with the paranormal, and the most like intense, like energetic, the most I felt like emotionally, etc. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna start with the most physical because that is a short story, but it was the only time I've ever physically been spooked like that. So when I was working at a certain job, obviously you get lunch breaks on your job, and it was kind of far away. Not that that's really important to the story at all, but I'm just saying, like, I was just driving to get lunch somewhere, whatever, and I was so anyway, right now I have a Grand Cherokee Jeep. But back then I drove a little Mercury Mystique, which if you're not a car person, you probably have no idea what that car is. It's a grandma car, and it was my first car, and most people love their first car, but honestly I hated it. It was ugly, and I just really did not like it. Oh my god, I'm getting the seeds out, but I cannot get the fucking middle out. So I had that old thing, and I was driving to lunch, on my little thing, and literally, I felt like someone was in the back seat and like grabbed my shoulder, so like that, and it felt so real. Like, I mean, I guess don't know if it's paranormal, but that's the only explanation I have, because I for real thought that there was going to be like someone in my back seat, like a man trying to kidnap me or something. Like, it felt like a human hand grabbing me. So I instinctually like went with the pull, and I turned around as they were grabbing me, and as you can guess, no one was in my back seat. So that was really spooky. It felt really real, and on top of being scared that something was actually happening because of how real it felt, I realized I was safe, so it was calming in a sense. But then I realized, like, was that a spirit? Was that an angel telling me something? Like, I don't know what it was, but yeah, that was spooky. So that was my most physical experience. So as far as the most like intense, My ex-boyfriend lived with his parents, and I ended up living with them for a little while. And so they've said other stuff in that house that has happened. Like multiple people that lived in that house said that they saw a woman that kind of resembled his mother, at least from the back, same height and same hair color, etc. And just weird stuff like that. Like there's a few rooms in there that are kind of creepy, whatever, but nothing has actually happened, or at least that I've seen. Like I know my ex-boyfriend saw his mom, but it wasn't his mom, because when he asked what she was doing, she called from downstairs. So that's pretty creepy and stuff. But this happened when I lived there. So anyway, yeah, my ex was at work, and he was just getting home in the middle of when this all started happening. But he was at work, and you know, his parents had made me dinner, and we all ate dinner together in the living room, and there's like a mantle, a fireplace mantle in there. And so just out of like fun, they were like, oh, on Ghost Adventures, you know, like there's those little flashlights that you twist. And so what they did on Ghost Adventures, I guess, is they twisted it so that it was like just on the edge of being turned on. So they would you know, they would like place it somewhere, and if someone were to touch it, then the light would go on. So for fun, we're like, yeah, let's try it out, like why not? So we put the flashlight on the mantle, and the whole night, this was probably around 6, like it was dinner time, so probably around 6, you know, we all finished eating. His mom went up to like get ready for bed. I went upstairs to go to bed, and my ex's stepdad would sleep on the couch downstairs. So he like hours had passed now. My ex was he just got home from work, and he was upstairs in the bathroom. Mind you, this is all happening downstairs, so everyone's upstairs except for his stepdad. So all of a sudden he starts yelling like, guys, like referring to me and my ex-boyfriend's mom. So we come downstairs, or me and her were at least like halfway on the stairs, and like hours passed, nothing had happened. The flashlight didn't do anything. It was silly to even try it anyways. But yeah, so he called us down. We were there, we were on the like halfway stair point. He's sitting there, and he's like, it started going off. Like I was talking to it, I was asking it questions, and based on what I was asking, like it flashed that way. So he's like, let me see if I can get it to do it now. So he starts like talking to it, and he'd ask questions like, blink twice if you're a boy, blink once if you're a girl, and the questions like that, and it would start to do it based on what he was asking, which was wild. And I don't know, I just got this overwhelming feeling. That's the best way I can describe it. It's just an overwhelming feeling. I started crying, and I didn't know why I was crying, because at the moment I wasn't scared. I really wasn't scared. It was definitely a good energy, I would say. And it's just insane. Like, I don't know, like I believe in energy so much, and that in the room was just so intense. Like I was just crying, and it like filled my body up, and it's not like I felt like I knew what spirit was there or anything, but to see that before my eyes, especially with other people, like I have witnesses to this, so if you guys see this, you know I'm not lying, because you were there. And yeah, that was just an intense freaking okay, so what should I do, you guys? Like, I mean, I'm gonna have to get more of the seeds out, but I want to start just doing something. I honestly think since it's a tiny little pumpkin, I'm just gonna make a little face. So I guess I'm gonna do that. Normally I do something cooler, but this pumpkin is tiny, and I have a bigger one that I can make a cool design on or something. So yeah, I'm just gonna do a little face. Okay guys, so I think this is as good as it's gonna get for this little pumpkin. It was really hard for me to get all the little guts out, but that's okay. It's cute. I still have guts in there. Whatever, that's okay. Let me put his little hat on. Oh, it's cute. Anyway, guys, so yeah, thank you for watching. That, like I said, my stories aren't really long. The one, like I said, at my ex-boyfriend's just super, like, honestly, like, I'm gonna sound crazy, but I don't get why people don't believe in this kind of stuff, because just energy is so intense and crazy. And you know, like when the back of your hair stand up because you're scared or you feel a presence and no one's there, like that is something there. Your natural instinct is letting you know that something's there, but your brain denies it. Like, that's just how I feel anyways. So yeah, I do have more stories that I will share, but hope you enjoyed this quick little video. Sorry it's also delayed. I had a lot going on this past week, so I'm a bit delayed, but I still want to celebrate October and do something fun and spooky. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Pumpkin says, mwah!